In this tutorial, I'm going to render out my interior using Raytrace rendering so that I can get the reflective surfaces that appear on the bottle, the lamp, a mirror, and anything else that might need a shiny surface. I need to change a couple of things. I'm going to start with my lights. So I'm going to select each light, and in the attribute editors, I'm going to open up my shadow tab, which may be closed. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom once I've opened it up. Open up Raytrace and make sure that that is checked off. And I'll do the same for any other light in my model. There's Raytrace, shadows. I also need to make the change in my render settings. The render settings are to the right of the IPR. In your user interface, I'm going to click on it. And then in Maya software, down at the very bottom of that window, you'll see Raytrace Quality. If you open up Raytrace Quality and click it off, you can close it out. I'd set up my shot. Now there's one other thing I want to point out before I actually make a render. In this model, I've got a palm leaf, and it resides on a NURB surface. And it is a ping, and it gives me my transparency. Had I not set Raytrace, I would have got a drop shadow that would have been a block against the wall representing the geometry and not the texture map. But there's one other change I have to make to the texture. So I'm going to go to the attribute editor for the texture. And you'll also see a reference to Raytrace with the texture map. I'm going to open up Raytrace options. And at the very bottom, you'll see shadow attenuation. Zero out shadow attenuation, and it will drop out the reference to the geometry and give you the drop shadow of just the palm leaf. So I'll set up my shot. I'm going to click on my final gather button to the left of the IPR. You'll notice that the render time increases significantly when you're rendering out with Raytrace. So just be prepared to wait a little bit longer. I'm going to go to File, Save Image. I'll choose JPEG. And save.